that's a very good segue into my next question. In terms of how do we develop successful business model to drive adoption of technology as well as the business model to improve the care for consumers. One of the things we definitely is to raise consumers' awareness of different technologies, value added, as well as the features that technology enable on devices and services and solutions. And so, what are the strategies to increase consumers' awareness, drive the demand, and stimulate those demand to consumers?
Well, in the introduction, I shared that we believe in telehealth as something up already. We've got thousands of units in play. When I say that by unit, I mean these are connected scales, glucometers, pulse oximeters, and blood pressure cuffs. Those are the specific devices. And today, we dedicate those and the nurses and technologists behind it to those folks who are the sickest of the sick. And we give it to them just to keep them out of the emergency room and keep them out of the hospitals. Now, the thing that we've observed is that when we feel like we're done and we need those devices back, it's surprising the percentage of those folks who say, well, don't take it back. Let me just pay for this and I'll pay for the service. But we're not outfitted to do that. And they're members of their families who are not quite that sick, but also have high blood pressure, diabetes, who would like to also. And it seems to us that there are two broad swaths of challenges that stand in the way between where we are today and the opportunities in personal telehealth that I think all of us believe exist. The first one, and which both Horst and Mike talked about, was there really needs to be interoperability in terms of both devices and data, right? Because today, when one of our hospital systems switches from one manufacturer to another, in most cases, all the data, all the technology infrastructure, and the devices go out the window. You have to build it again from scratch. If you think about VHS and Betamax, and more recently HD, DVD, and Blu-ray, there's just consumers don't have much tolerance for it. I don't have much tolerance for it, and so we're going to need to figure that out. And I think as a result of the work that Continue is doing, what Google's doing, Microsoft and others are doing, we are getting to the point where we might be good very soon. The other one is there's a really big price point issue, right? Today, that device set that I told you about costs our hospital between $2,000 to $4,000. Okay, now we're at the Consumer Electronics Show, and so there are people here who I'm sure we're very happy to plunk down $2,000 to $4,000 on a high definition LCD, hopefully a Best Buy, right? We believe that in order for this opportunity to get created, that's going to need to be something right closer to the price that we pay for a cell phone. And the other thing to go with that is, when you buy that high definition LCD, you need to subscribe to some service that gets you the content there. And today, in the telehealth world, no matter how good the data is, in almost every instance, if something needs to be done, you're going to get routed back to your regular physician, who, if we were to be very honest with ourselves, is not only not specifically trained to deliver care in that remote environment, but really isn't very well paid to do it. Right? And so, those are the kind of things that we believe are going to be necessary to create this opportunity.
You mentioned the cost as well, the clinical side, and any addition or
I would have an addition. Interoperability, just so a little bit calibrated in the past, we spend sometimes more money in providing connectivity than you really spend for developing a device. And actually, we as an industry, we get tired of wasting our money for something that is in consumer electronics given. If you don't provide interoperability, you are not consistent. So the time is there where we want to be focused on connectivity.
Yeah.
today's question is how to turn this, devices, applications, easily affordable to consumers, or how to market the solution to consumers, given this cost of the device.
Let me chime in with maybe a partial answer. And I think this builds on the prior conversation around electribility. As Best Buy, we've watched industries evolve for years. And one of the signposts that the industry beginning to emerge is interoperability standards begin to be put in place. What that does is that lowers the cost of development. You articulate that very well. Once you lower the cost of development, you begin to get to mass. Once you get to mass, you begin to get scale. Once you get scale, the cost of devices go down. So I think there's this really interesting critical inflection point in industry when standards begin to gel, and that enables this reduction in cost of devices. So you no longer have specialty devices, but you've got something that you consumer can walk into say Best Buy, pick it up, understand it, walk out with it. It's a hell of a lot more cost effective than the specialty industry that preceded it. So I think that's one step.